Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Liset here from Sweet Girl Farms. In today's video, I will be touching on points that were, or questions rather, that were asked in one of my videos showing how I'm using the cardboard method to transform the farm. Alrighty, let's get into it.
Okay, so we are out here in the garden and my mom is helping me out today. I'm so happy that she came out to help me. And let's explain and get into the method. So as you can see, I have wheelbarrowed a whole bunch of compost, and this is after we have laid down a thick layer of cardboard. So the mounds that you see here of compost are all gonna get raked and evened out so that we can make our desired beds, and that is exactly what my mom is doing. And I have laid down a considerable amount of compost. You do not need to do it this thick. I have done at least 6 inches, but I want to say 8 is a better representation of the amount of compost or the thickness of the compost that I have laid down. And I am doing all of this in what used to be our apple orchard, in between the rows where our apple trees are. So where the cardboard is still visible, that's because I'm going to cover that area with wood chips. Now this area where I'm pointing to, I have yet to go out there and cover that land with cardboard. I have faba beans that seeded themselves from last year, so I am going to get my harvest first and then cover there. But the reason I do the cardboard method is because this is what I have to deal with year after year, and it's too tedious for me to be hand weeding everything. And you might ask, well, Liset, why don't you use a tractor and till? That is actually the point of me doing this. I want to do the organic method without tilling the soil, so that means do not disturb the soil. And I want to avoid using like the machinery and tractors, because even though we do have tractors on the farm, and then those are utilized for like the bigger plots of land, this one I feel that if I could do this by hand and very rudimentary style, then it also showcases that what you're able to do. Does that make sense? So like home gardeners and just me in general, actually, to be able to do this at this scale.
So now that I have built up my savings account to be able to afford the compost and the cardboard and getting wood chips, that is why I am doing it at this point in the game. The land that I showed you where all the weeds are, I've had to deal with that for quite some time, and honestly it was because that's what I had to do with what I had. I started from scratch, and so I dove into the farming world with really nothing, and it was very working from the ground up, literally, and so that's why I've also dealt with it this way. And I want to see how much I can do with as many little inputs, like external inputs. So whether that be like fertilizing, I've never actually done that, and I know that this kind of boggles everyone's mind, but it's possible to do it. And so that's what I'm building the knowledge base and see what works and where I actually do need to start amending and bringing in nutrients that would actually help the crops. I know this is becoming a very long video, but these are the questions that I received, so I'm going to answer them. The other thing was asked that if you have to till before you do the cardboard method, and the answer is no, it's not necessary, but that's like to your discretion. I just lay down the cardboard and then start putting in the compost. This takes a long time, like, because there's so many things that we have to weave in the cardboard into, such as the existing irrigation line, the existing trees, the plants that I don't want to discard, and things like that. So the details do matter, and then that's why it took me such a long time. But the other question that was asked is if I leave the cardboard. The answer is yes. the cardboard starts to decompose, disintegrate, and just become more compost. So eventually, yeah, you see if you come up here already, there's like little critters there that are gonna be munching on the cardboard, and then they have there's already a good layer of compost. So nutrients upon nutrients. Alrighty guys, well, I'm gonna get to wheelbarrowing. If you guys have any more questions, then go ahead and leave them in the comments, and then I'll try to get to them ASAP. But yeah, then I'll probably make more videos of just me like wheelbarrowing and the wood chips, or like any other things that come to my mind. Then I actually start to like record and stuff. But yeah, this is how we're transforming the garden for a no-till method, regenerative agriculture method, organic method. All the 3 bases are covered. This is a work in progress. It does take a while, but I know that the outcome is well worth it, because like I said, I have test trialed this in a small scale, but a very tiny scale, garden scale. So I know it works. It's just a matter of like patience, working through it. And then I know it's weird. I know this is a weird method, but it has helped me. So it's just more information for you guys to I guess absorb and just see if it'll work for you. Okay, thank you guys, take care, bye.